Hey everyone, today we're going to be watching a match between Zenit St. Petersburg and Zenit Kazan of the Russian Professional Volleyball League. In these videos, I do an English commentary over a professional European volleyball game because a lot of them don't have any English commentators, so hopefully you guys stick around, watch the video, and enjoy it. So obviously, if you've been following the Russian league, you know Zenit Kazan has been playing terribly lately, losing twice to Dynamo Moscow, losing to another few questionable teams over the last few weeks. So they've been really struggling, a team that's traditionally very close to the top of the standings in Russia and obviously in Europe as well, winning, I think, 4 or 5 Champions League titles over the last 10 years. So yeah, historically, probably the most dominant club we've ever had in volleyball. And they're playing Zenit St. Petersburg, who's, again, been pretty good in Russia the last few years, but really took it to the next level for this season, spending a lot of money, stealing Igor Kliuka, a Russian national team starter from FK Novi Urengoy, also bringing in Antoine Brizard, who's quickly becoming one of the best setters in volleyball, also stealing another Russian national team player, Viktor Poletaev, from Kazbas Kemerovo. So it's going to be a fun one here today. Zenit versus Zenit. One team trending up, the other trending down. But let's get started with some analysis, commentary, reaction, whatever you have. So here we have Antoine Brizard, quite a good server we saw. Yeah, quite a strong jump server. We saw a few good serves by him in the European Olympic qualifier to get France that spot in the maybe happening Olympics. But not enough there. Great set by Buko, who, in my opinion, has been one of the main reasons for Zenit Kazan struggling so much over the last few months. Ervin Enkapet, another very strong server up here. Let's see what he can do. Ah, nice. Trying to get into the middle. Great one-handed set by Antoine Brizard. Great shot there. That was a good serve by Ervin Enkapet, getting the middle out of position. But very good save by Antoine Brizard, and that's what it helps, like having a tall setter like Antoine Brizard. I think is 6'5", 6'6". So that's something that maybe Benjamin Taniudi wouldn't have been able to do. Igor Kliuk with the serve. Maxim Mikhaylov. Ooh, a headshot by Mikhaylov. And wow, usually he's more storied than that, but I think Mikhaylov wants this one. He's maybe the one player on Zenit Kazan that has not really been struggling recently, and we're having a few issues with this stream here, so I apologize if we have any lag, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Miss serve. And Zenit Kazan, I mean, they're still I think second place in the standings right now, so it's not like their season is in jeopardy necessarily, even if they lose this match. But still, expectations are very high for the team, and we don't see any Bartosz Bednarz today, which is a little interesting. I think it's Fedor Voronkov instead of Bartosz Bednarz. Anyway, having a few issues with the lag here, and Voronkov puts it right into the block. Huge block by Viktor Poletaev. Viktor Poletaev is always taller than I think. I think he's like a 6'4", like Taylor Sander type guy who just jumps really high. But no, he's like a 6'6", 6'7" type guy who also jumps really high. So he can put up a really nasty block as well, even if he doesn't have a full swing block approach. Alexander Volkov tries to put it in the bucket there. Same with Poletaev, saw the open court, but great. I believe that's Golubev making the dig there for Zenit Kazan. Viktor Poletaev up with another serve here. He's definitely capable of going on a run himself. Let's see who he targets with this one. Goes right at Fedor Voronkov, and it's going to go back to Voronkov, and it gets a great cross. Tool, I believe that was off of the middle blocker, Ivan Yakovlev. So Voronkov has got a couple pretty clutch points here, bailing. Oh no, maybe that was on Brizard there, who's had a bit more penetration. But yeah, Fedor Voronkov spent a little time with a Russian national team during Nations League. Definitely was on the youth, a lot of success with the youth Russian national teams as well. Brizard goes back to his old favorite, Poletaev, who they have a fantastic connection this year. Brizard's great at going behind him. Especially to those position 1 sets, and Viktor Poletaev puts it away. It looks like deep corner there. Oh, perfect shot. Yeah, I mean, completely undiggable, unblockable. That shot's going to score every time. That's why Viktor Poletaev, one of the best opposites in the world. Nice serve, great pass by Voronkov, and Angapet going under the block, getting a nice, very calculated but powerful tool off the block there. Let's get another look at it. Yeah, that's a great shot if you can get it going off of the shoulder. And of course, he's Angapet. He's got to give a little something through the net as well. Alexander Volkov probably going with a spin serve here. Yeah. And finally, we see him miss serve. It's been a pretty strong serving game we've seen so far. Lots of pretty powerful spin serves going in without any trouble. But yeah, I feel like middle spin serves are always a little more risky, and there's not always that many middles who can spin serve effectively. But talking about good serves, probably the best middle server in the game, Ivan Yakovlev right here, with an absolutely nasty float serve. Zenit Kazan very happy that one missed, and this is probably going to be the dagger in the match. If Yakovlev could have got a couple of points off serve there, that would have been really nice for St. Petersburg. But now it should be Budko up to serve, I believe. Yeah. So let's see if he can finish it out here. Now they have Mikhaylov front row. That's going to be tough. But Brizard, look, that was a fantastic set behind him again. Great middle block. And that is the first set for Zenit Kazan. Finally, we're able to stop Viktor Poletaev. I'm going to bring you guys back in the second set. Zenit Kazan, though, great start to the match. So welcome back to the second set. Viktor Poletaev back up to serve. I think they might have got the translation wrong there because it said it was a middle blocker. And unless they're playing some crazy combination, that's definitely not true. Great block used by Maxim Mikhaylov there. You know, Maxim Mikhaylov traditionally known as a power player, but you know he can switch it up sometimes, and that was that's a tough shot from the back row too. Or no, he was front row there. Now he's up to serve, but still a great play by Mikhaylov. Tied up 2-2 here in the second set. Zenit Kazan versus Zenit St. Petersburg, and a great ball in for Maxim Mikhaylov. Brizard goes back, and again Poletaev going into a pretty large block there. Voronkov and Alexander Volkov can put up a pretty nice block there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of room in between them, but Poletaev trying to maybe look for a bit of that line and goes right into the hands of Voronkov. Mikhaylov, let's see if he can recapture that service run from the first set. Kliuka, easy pass there. And yeah, great touch by Mikhaylov. He can do it all. But hit right into the block there. Looking for maybe a seam there. And that's a pretty good block for Zenit St. Petersburg. See if it was Yakovlev or Ursov. That looked like a clean block by Kirill Ursov, I believe is his first name. Who is the replacement right now for the injured Oriol Cameo, the Cuban, who's the usual starter on Zenit St. Petersburg, and has done, he's not a great player, but he's done a fine job. And considering he wasn't really a big name player before, I think he's probably upped his stock in the world of Russian volleyball. Yeah, easy shot by Kliuka, but if he maybe he's very convinced there was a touch there. Let's see if they go to the challenge, because Kliuka looked like he had a lot of space on that line shot. I mean, look how much far he goes. I don't know. That's tough to tell. I don't know. What do you guys think? Touch? Block touch? We'll see. Good shot of Legno, and the Zenit St. Petersburg coach, the Finn, Tommy Samovuo, coming over from, I believe, Kazbas Kemerovo a couple years ago to coach Zenit St. Petersburg. So to a large extent, the Zenit St. Petersburg team is just kind of put together this year. A lot of them haven't really played together. So saw at the beginning of the season they were struggling a little bit. They're not playing in Champions League, and but now they seem to be firing a little better on all cylinders. And I don't know, it's kind of weird that coincides with Oriol Cameo being injured, but it seems to be the case. Yeah. Good. Kliuka saw it. Very obvious middle finger touch by the blocker Alexander Volkov there, and Ursov up to serve again. Great ball in there. The usual secondary setter, Irvin Angapet there, and Maxim Mikhaylov puts it long, and I did not see a block touch there. And Buko's saying, no, That went out. So a couple mistakes here from Maxim Mikhaylov. Buko went to him a couple times. Let's see if he decides to maybe go to Angapet with the next set. Probably that's going to be the case. Ursov putting in a couple nice spin serves here, so well done. Yeah, but they're relatively insistent, but no, Mikhaylov again, and this time he gets it. Decided to go cross this time rather than try and put it to 6 or down the line. And you know, good read and reaction by Volkov there, and yeah, that was the right play. That was a nicely sealed up block by Yakovlev, and a Kliuka there. So great shot by Maxim Mikhaylov. Zenit Kazan still in it, 4-5. Voronkov hits tape there, not going in, and I wonder what's happening with Bednarz, because I actually don't know if it's an injury why he's not playing, or if it's like a coach's decision, DNP, because Alekna was kind of chirping him in the media for not playing that well recently. So, but giving Voronkov a chance, and he's playing fairly well so far. Yakovlev again missing long, almost the exact same as we saw him missing before. Just yeah, he's got a pretty nasty. I call them power floats, and I think like a couple other guys do that. Graham Vigrass is probably the most notable example. Matej Biniak also has a similar serve where it's usually middle blockers, and they're just they're serving from such a high point. It's almost like a jump spin serve, but it's a very just downward trajectory, like fast float serve. You're probably coming like 70-80 kilometers an hour, if not more. So yeah, that's what I call the power float. Anyway, Zenit St. Petersburg up one here. Let's see here. I actually kind of like these pauses, because let's look at the play. Kliuka coming into secondary set there. Great set, putting it behind him to Viktor Poletaev. So I mean, Kliuka, man, he's crazy how skilled he is, considering he's 6'10", 6'11". Yeah, look, quick reaction from Kliuka, and the backs, like a great back set for Viktor Poletaev. A great hit too. I mean, that was a pretty nicely set up triple block, and even though they funneled it to Mikhaylov, but that's a really tough dig to make on a hitter like Poletaev. Brizard. Oh wow! Golubev coming over the stance to get the dig. That was wild. But Igor Kliuka with a great hit there. Hitting really well recently. His hitting percentage was like a lot lower than I expect of a guy like him. But he's yeah. Engapet passing way outside his body there. Great dig. I mean, that's of all the benches, it's a little easier when it's a bench compared to some of the chairs that teams have. But still, great dig. Brizard, a little easier. Took a bit off of that one. And I didn't say his name before, but I believe his name is Alexander Kononov, is the number 13 middle blocker in for Zenit Kazan, who's born in 1997, 7-footer, 211 centimeters. I guess kind of like a backup prospect guy. In for obviously Alexander Volvich, who hasn't been playing this game. Yeah, that's a pretty big loss for yeah. That's a tough one. That's always a tough situation as a middle blocker, to have the ball come right back in your face like that. But I'll bring you guys in after the timeout here. So we're back here. Zenit St. Petersburg up 4 points. Brizard, great timeout. Coach's point there. Vladimir Lekno freezing the server. 9-6 now. If this set gets too out of hand, though, I'm probably gonna just go to the third set, just because we don't need to see, Zenit St. Petersburg just choking out Zenit Kazan with a bunch of points here at the end. Buko, nice ball in, nice deep serve. Let's see where Brizard goes to Poletaev, hitting from position 4. And a nice shot. Poletaev, man, he is... Yeah, that was Poletaev, right? Number 17. Yeah, Ursov was on the cover. Sometimes the cameraman zooms in on, gets confused, and does a close-up shot of the wrong player. We see it a lot. Some of these guys are tough to tell a difference between occasionally. But Kliuka up to serve. Let's see how he does here. Gets a nice net touch. Forces the setter out of the play early. Wow, Mikhaylov throwing it into the block again. Mikhaylov. I mean, tough. You're out of system. Going against Zenit St. Petersburg is a fantastic blocking team. Wow, great timing, great penetration, great height on that block there. That's tough, even for a guy like Mikhaylov. And Dmytro Pashitsky, the Ukrainian middle blocker, hyped up from that one. Kliuka up to serve again. Angapet with a nice ball in, but the young Kononov. Who touched it down there? Was that Kononov or was that maybe Voronkov coming under there? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This set is getting out of hand. Assuming Zenit St. Petersburg wins this, I'm going to bring you guys in for the third set. As predicted, Zenit St. Petersburg taking that second set, and we're back tied up here in the third set, tied 1-1. Zenit St. Petersburg versus Zenit Kazan, two of the top teams in the Russian league, and Vladimir Lenkno seems like a very stressed guy right now. Not happy with how his team playing, but they're still only down one. Ivan Yakovlev, again with the power float serve, taking a little off that. Buko goes behind him. And Maxim Mikhaylov, I was talking so highly of him in that first set as one of the players who's still playing well for Zenit Kazan during this downturn, but he has made a lot of unforced errors today, and you don't want a guy like Maxim Mikhaylov hitting low into the net and giving the tatted up nice sleeve there from Ivan Yakovlev, giving him another chance. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You can really go for it on some of those serves, but putting it way long there. Not happy with himself on that one. And I don't know why the broadcaster is keeps going back to a leg no, but maybe some funny facial expressions going on there. Alexander Volkov spin serving middle here, puts a nice ball in. Brizard again. When in doubt, go to Poletaev. And actually, there's not that many setters who can set that well. Look, coming down to the attack line, one hand placed perfectly in rhythm, and Poletaev going to that corner, deep corner shot again. That is a fantastic run. Brizard, I mean, if you guys doing another top 10 setter videos pretty soon, and I think Brizard probably going to make that list. Great save! Sticking out the foot for Angapet, but they just can't dodge. They can't get around this Zenit St. Petersburg block. That could have been a great highlight play. Irvin Angapet a little quiet here today. Yeah, great block, great. Wow, what a dig, but very disciplined block there. Kliuka throwing down hands. But Pashitsky doing a great job getting the block there. And Thomas Samuelvuo very hyped up for that block, as that puts them up a few points here. A great turning point for Zenit St. Petersburg in this set. Getting a little lag here. It's not my internet. I'm not sure what the issue is here, but I'll bring you guys in a bit later here. So sorry for this sudden jump here, but we're back in the fourth set. Zenit St. Petersburg pretty handily winning that third set eventually, doing a very good job. And up 2-1 in Zenit Kazan is definitely struggling a bit here. Both the second and the third set, they were able to stay with Zenit St. Petersburg at the start, and then around 10 points, they started to really fall behind. So let's see what happens here. Antoine Brizard, nice serve, but a great pass by Voronkov. And Maxim Mikhaylov getting blocked again. Yeah, easy. Yeah, way too much space for Poletaev. And Irvin Angapet not blocking well today. I don't think he's really put up that strong of a block. And yeah, Thomas Samuelvuo, he smells blood. He says, it's go time. Let's take care of Zenit Kazan here. Yeah, I mean, that's a big block. Pretty much all of Zenit St. Petersburg blockers are pretty huge. Yeah, a bit of a field goal there. Angapet actually got up pretty high there, but Poletaev able to get it through. And again, a dangerous server up here, Antoine Brizard. Whoa! Nasty serve there. You could feel the speed. And but a great shot from Maxim Mikhaylov, getting it around the block. Found the seam between the blocker and the antenna. Doing a nice score. Oh no. Kliuka dropping the hands again. So kind of a bad block there from St. Petersburg, actually. With Kliuka not even putting it up at all. Buko with the ace. Not exactly the strongest server ever, but I guess found the right angle there. Maybe had a bit of float on that serve. If they show the replay, we can see. Great still shot of Olenkno here, getting his team fired up because they need it now. Tied up, some important points here for sure. Yeah, a bit of float there. It was a bit of a flat serve, so sometimes those can be really tough to pass. Yeah. Can't repeat it though. Setting long. Zenit St. Petersburg going to have another opportunity to serve here. With Igor Kliuka, the 6'10" outside hitter from Russia, a star of the Russian national team, putting it into the net there. Hasn't had, usually actually a very strong server traditionally, but hasn't been having the best year for serving. And he's probably going to want to pick it up if Russia wants to have a chance at the Olympics this year. Some interesting lineup decisions for Russia at the Olympics for sure. Kliuka and Dmitry Volkov probably still going to be that was definitely in. Probably going to be the two outside hitters. But other than that, there's some interesting decisions to make at setter between Alexander Butko, Igor Kobzar, maybe even like a Dmitry Kovalev, Konstantin Abayev. Some interesting decisions to make there on the Russian national team. And then the Dynamo Moscow setter, obviously, too. I can't remember his name right now. And then for middle blocker, obviously Mazursky is going to want another shot. Dmitry Yakovlev, though, is making a really strong case is an elite middle blocker as well. Then you have Ilyas Kirkeev on Lokomotiv Novosibirsk, also having a fantastic year. Artem Volvich, too. So, yeah, really, really tough decisions at middle blocker. And then libero as well. Going to be interesting here. Honestly, I don't know who's going to be at libero for Russia. At the Olympics. Could be a Valentin Golubev, the libero for Zenit Kazan, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're back here. Irvin Angapet with the ace, very strong server. Let's see if he can repeat it here. Good serve, but nice ball in there. Man, Viktor Poletaev. I mean, just watching this game, Poletaev seems like the obvious choice to play at the Olympics. He is ridiculous right now. And I mean, he is playing probably with a better setter in Brizard than Butko, at least right now. Yeah. Turning over the body really well, getting the seam between the blocker and the antenna on Viktor Voronkov right there. And Dmitry Opashitsky, the Ukrainian middle, up to serve. Angapet saying a few words to himself. Probably wanted another ace there. That is going to be a nice serve. It looks like it's going 116, but a little long. A little long for Dmitry Opashitsky there. And let's see. Kazan still staying ahead by one. That was a probably pretty lucky break for them. Although Opashitsky not necessarily the strongest server, especially compared to the caliber in this game. Konikov, the young Russian middle, throwing up a spin serve here. I think he's missed a couple of this game, but a nice ball in there, easily controlled by Ursov. And again, Poletaev. Oh, I want to see the stats for him after this game because I don't think we've seen him miss once. And it's not like he's getting a lot of free balls here. Like, I think, look, yeah, Voronkov is all over him. Going OT on the block there. Jeez. I mean, yeah. Lenko's not even mad at that one. He's mad at everything. But Poletaev probably touching like 12.5 feet close to. So definitely one of the highest spike touches in all of volleyball. I maybe the highest. Maybe like Shawan probably is pretty close. Maybe Christian Patter also up there as well. But very athletic, bouncy guy. Viktor Poletaev. And like I said earlier, not that short either. So let's see where Maxim Mikhaylov decides to go on the free ball. Yeah. I think Igor Kliuka probably should have just hit that because didn't look like the set was that precise there on the Irvin Angapet, as it's aptly named. Brizard, great read there, and that went off the blocker. Yeah, Brizard, standing set, going for the pipe ball. He's not afraid to set the make any sets in this match. Great shot. This is a great Antoine Brizard match, by the way. If you're a fan of the French setter, he is absolutely owning it here. See if you're gonna look. Let's see. Free ball here. Great dig. Brizard, yeah, he's so smart. Sees it right away. Anyway, gonna bring you guys in later in the set because there's a few issues with the stream here. So, all right, so we're back here in the 4th set. We just had a timeout where I don't think Vladimir Lekno even talked to his team, Zenit Kazan, and another great serve from Antoine Brizard. And I mean, Kliuka is just like too ridiculous against a single block. He might be the best like single block attacker in all of volleyball. He's just way too big, way too athletic. And that was like not happy with the team. I mean, not a bad block from Buko. Tried to protect his back row defense there with a bit of a curve in his block, but Kliuka saw it. Antoine Brizard with the missed serve there, but he did his job. Got a few points in there. Made it tough for Zenit Kazan, and now Zenit St. Petersburg up to a lot better. A 2-point lead here in the 4th set. That's going to be pretty tough for Kazan to come back from. They need, some great serving and blocking here. Buko, we've seen get an ace before in this match. Yeah, great. This is exactly what they need. Great serve from Buko. Gets the overpass. Kononov finally finding the angle there, seeing the blocker and going around it to the left side of the court. Yeah, Pashitsky. Little stutter step there. Maybe keying in on Maxim Mikhaylov a little bit, but that, middle block is it's such a tough position because that 0.1 of a second can be so can make such a big difference. Samovuo doesn't want his team to give away the lead here. He knows what Zenit Kazan is capable of. A little bit more involved in the timeout than Vladimir Lekno was, who I think basically just went down to the bench. Yeah, and he's animated. I love it. I mean, I think Thomas Samovuo is a great coach, and especially probably being Finnish, connecting well with this team, and a fantastic player, obviously back in the day as well. Yeah, I like though trying to get this is a great battle. Actually, despite Zenit Kazan probably not playing their best volleyball, I've still quite enjoyed this match, and I hope you guys have as well. But let's see, can Zenit Kazan come back here in the 4th set and take it in 5, or will Zenit St. Petersburg get full points? Let's see. Okay, a little easier for Buko there, a little easier. Oh no! Did that hit the floor? Wow, unlucky. That was a great block, but hitting it, bouncing back off of. And then Kliuka going under the block, which you see that players do a lot of the time. It's really hard to steal perfectly on the net. So, these guys are so good that they can just shoot that gap. That's so unlucky. It was a great block by Engapet and Kononov, but the inadvertent self-cover by Poletaev. Okay. A missed serve, but we're going to see a challenge here on the Kliuka serve. Let's see if that made it in there. Kliuka doesn't seem that confident. Let's see. Challenge system, in my opinion, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think the challenge system has been fantastic for volleyball. I know people complain about it slowing down the game, and maybe it does a bit, but if they can do a snappy challenge, just go to the zoom in camera, 30 seconds, that's all it takes. Call in or out right away. I think it improves the integrity of the game so much, because when the ball is coming at 100+ kilometers an hour, it's so tough if you're a line judge to make the right call. And I think it's better to have the call right than maybe to save a few seconds. And exactly, that's so close. There's no way you could call that accurately without having the advantage of the challenge system. And yes, I would like it to be a little bit faster for sure. I think like in cases like that where it's really obvious, the call right away, they should do it quickly. But all right, Zenit Kazan here, great serve at Engapet. No swing for Zenit St. Petersburg. Let's see a free ball. Yeah, great. Kononov getting the best of Dmytro Pashitsky once again. I mean, yeah, he's actually, maybe doesn't have the skill yet, but that was a pretty athletic hit. I mean, he's a true 7-footer. Yeah, great middle run there. The shoot between the outside blocker and middle blocker, great run from Buko to Kononov. And Buko not maybe setting to the pins that well today, but he certainly had a pretty decent runs in the middle of this game. And Zenit St. Petersburg, another timeout. Yeah. Okay, so we're just talking about the challenge system before this. I think if they want to speed up the game, take out a timeout. There's no reason why teams need 2 timeouts per team per set. That's too much time, and especially when you get into the TV timeouts with some of the FIVB stuff, then I think that's an easy way to shorten it. And let's be honest, volleyball is not, even at this level, is not like a super taxing sport in terms of cardio and your heart and your lungs. So keep the challenge system, get rid of a timeout. It's my 5-1 volleyball's official opinion on that. Tie game here. Ooh, huge bounce from Pashitsky. Lots of middle play at the end of this game here, and I love that because I hate when setters go away from their middles. They're scared to set middle, which you see a lot at the lower level and even mid-tier volleyball, but these guys are pros. Match ball here for Zenit St. Petersburg. Let's see. Voronkov, the young outside hitter for Zenit Kazan, getting a clutch block out, and we've seen him. I was saying in that first set, he had some clutch hits, and yeah, I love that they're trusting him right now. Going out off the hands of Viktor Poletaev, the opposite blocker for Zenit St. Petersburg, and to be honest, I'm not sure who this player is. One of the bench players for Zenit Kazan coming in here to serve number 22. Look him up after this game. All right, spin server, let's see it. Oh yeah, good coaching move. Yeah, clutch serve. Hangapet fired up. Set ball for Zenit Kazan. Can they force a 5th set here? Yeah, picked up easily by Voronkov. Yeah, back row setter. Antoine Brizard not allowed to go up and get a hand on the ball. A little emotion from a leg though here. All right. Set ball from Zenit Kazan. Let's see what happens here. Ah, too bad. That would have been pretty legendary if the serving sub number 22 came in and got Zenit Kazan the match here. But they're gonna give the ball back to Zenit St. Petersburg. And let's see. 25-25. I love this. Intense Russian volleyball on a Saturday afternoon here. Zenit, the battle of the Zenits. You could watch these two teams play each other all week. Oh no, Viktor Poletaev up to serve. Been one of the strongest servers for Zenit St. Petersburg today. Can he get a huge ace here? And he does! Poletaev going at Golubev and Engapet in the 1-6 seam, I think there. That ball was going so fast I could barely tell. Oh yeah, right down the seam. Right down the middle. It's really tough ball to serve. I mean, a ball coming probably 100, 115 kilometers an hour right into the seam. That is a really tough ball for, and even passers like Engapet, who's one of the best passers, receivers in the world. Let's see, can Poletaev do it again? Overtime here in the 4th set between Zenit St. Petersburg and Zenit Kazan. I love this graphical overlay showing the runs here. You know, Zenit St. Petersburg was up 22-19, and then some nice serving from Zenit Kazan, getting them back in the game, and they even had set ball here, but weren't able to execute. And Poletaev with a match ball here again. Not a middle blocker, don't worry. Although he probably could play middle. He's probably athletic enough to do it. Man, is this going to be another ace? We have the stream lagging here at a clutch moment in the game, but Let's see. What do you guys think? Is this ace? Is this going to go into the net? We'll see. All right. Out of system here a little bit for Zenit Kazan. And there's the match. Zenit St. Petersburg 3-1 full points over Zenit Kazan. And another loss. Another loss for Zenit Kazan. Wow. I need to check the standings after this, but I think Zenit St. Petersburg might have leapfrogged them there. Wow, so great match. Great blocking this match. I mean, I want to see how many blocks Zenit St. Petersburg got during that, because even the parts that we were watching together, they were setting up a lot of triple blocks and getting a lot of kill blocks as well, and some frustration from Alexander Volkov, because yeah, they were trusting Voronkov there, but maybe you want to go to your big Maxim Mikhaylov there, because Yakovlev was all over that one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed another stream. Not Italy this time. We're watching some Russian volleyball. Again, you guys can, if you want to watch a full match, it's available on the YouTube channel TV Start or the website tvstart.ru. So if you want to see the full match or any other Russian League matches, then that's where you go to check it out. See you guys next time.